GM, everybody. It's about time we have a committee call. Let me see, what do we have here? We have Mr. Sammy, GM Mr. Sammy. We have P Wheels, GM P Wheels, and GM Anthony. Please, if you're watching us live, go to the comment section and type live. Include the city or country you're streaming from. And so it's about time we begin. So please put on your seatbelts. So without further ado, this Market Watch Live, for those of you who may be coming across Market Watch Live for the first time. So every week what we do here is we break down the key three market events that will bring the most volatility, to the market. And we also do some technical analysis. So we'll try to find out with a large level of certainty what will the market do next. So historically, for those of you who have followed us, we've literally called almost every move the market has made. We identify 16, 17K as the bottom of the last bear market, 24K as the beginning of the bull, and we called every move the market made, every major important move to 126, where we told you all why we began playing defense, and that's where we are so far. But then we'll dive into technical analysis. But before then, let's look at the three market events we are watching out for. And guys, I am using audio as you can see. For those of you anticipating to see my face, you got to see that some of the time. But then let's look at the three market events we are watching out for. First of all, I want you to know that these market events are capable of bringing market volatility. So if you must invest or trade, make sure you're paying attention to this and you're investing and trading smartly. Top on our list happening today is the BitGet token unlock. So BitGet is set to unlock 140 million token, which represent about 10.5% of its supply about to be released today. So what kind of impact does will this make to the market? So let me let you know. Large unlock like this always introduce short-term pressure and increase volatility. What does this mean? Large unlock like this will increase the supply. So if the demand for the token does not match the supply, it always leads to sell-off. So in cases like this, percent of the economy of BitGet is about to be released into the market. Typically, traders front run these. People get scared. I know of a trader in our community who unlocks like this to short the market. So we are expecting sell pressure on BitGet. And for those who always like discounted prices, this is an opportunity for you. Second analysis happening on Wednesday, which is very, very important if you ask me, because we are watching the macro level and also the macro zone, is interest rates decision. The forecast is 3.7 hours against the previous 3.7. So the market is expected to have no major change, signaling a continued wait and see stance by policymakers. So Jerome Powell has this wait and see, and it still means he's not about to be pressured by Donald Trump to start cutting rates. He isn't blinking. He still has a wait and see. He still thinks that the economy cannot absorb a rate cut just yet. So market expects no change. So we are waiting to see and diving into this week. So that's it for interest rate decision. But also that same Wednesday sign token is also having an unlock. Sign token is one of a token that is also gaining mainstream acceptance, out there. They're also doing their unlock. They are unlocking approximately 290 million. About for them, it's about 17% of its supply about to be released into the marketplace. This is major and relatively large unlock like this. Of course, is going to heighten volatility around this week. So for me, this is a very major sale. The news events happening right here. Yeah, Miss B is saying Happy New Week, watching us live from UK, and we also have Mr. Samuel from Kaduna. God's will live from Benue. People of Benue. You guys will host me this year. Let's see. Very well in Port Harcourt. Who's gonna host me first? Will expect me. So let's do a little bit of technical analysis. So there's something we've been looking at of lately. There's something we've been looking at here in the Smart Investors Lodge. Just don't mind what is passing there. It's not important. The caption is wrong. So for the past, I think 3 weeks and counting, there's what I've been going through in the market that we have been calling and anticipating. And I'm sure those of you here who have not been surprised with how the market have been playing out so far, where we first of all noticed that for our time frame then that BTC was about to have a breakout. If we I could show you guys that, you know. So we're coming a long way. Wherefore I saw the ascending triangle this, which we called for a breakout this level. However, after this breakout, we expect forward sale. Why were we expecting a downward sale? Because we were having an ascending triangle, which is a show under a bearish flag. So the bearish flag itself was that the market will have a sell-off, right? But in the micro time frame, there was an upside which played out. However, why we expect that this bear flag will still play, we are not expecting an overextension into. So we hit support resistance, and so here we called for this sell-off, which took us here. But who noticed this support that actually held? It is obvious, right? The support. And why did we think that was very important? Because on the one time frame, don't forget we spotted these before anybody out there said this. Those days that our account used to be quite big, on Facebook where we go live and we had major following. The moment we spot things like this, you will start seeing almost every analyst in Nigeria, they start talking about it. We always spot the trend before the trend actually gains. So we have the market potentially printing what is called as a head and shoulder pattern. So you see at the top of this is the head, this is the left shoulder. So for this to print, what does this mean? It means that we will not have a sell-off right here. This market needs to move towards this level. It means that there should be a kind of overextension. There needs to be some kind of over. I don't know. I don't know be disturbing. Okay, hold on, my friends. Let me in a little bit so you all stick with. Look at this. So there to be an overextension or holding, and also likewise, I don't know how far we will go that for this to be valid happens. There's going to be a heavy pressure that we are seeing coming from different angles. So the first selling pressure is going to be the bear flag will play, and so if this bear flag plays, it will lead to a downwards. However, we also have where the right shoulder leads as well to a sell-off. So this is where we still are, and we are waiting for to decide, it massive that the head and shoulder pattern as we play. This is it when we're looking at trend and major events. But then for those of you who will be interested in having more like a weekly, typically we expect kind of a bounce here. But those of you who smaller time frame analysis of what's happening also in BTC and other major that are out there, watch out on social media handles. We'll also do some more micro terms analysis and also expectations for you weekend. Meanwhile, this is time once again. My shot came at the smaller point. Nobody told me. One of you would have told me. Oh, we have Mrs. Rudy watching us live from Edo. All right, thanks everybody. Please, next time somebody could just draw my attention so that we could fix the shot and you could always see it more clear than you should. Meanwhile, thanks everybody for being part of today's market watch, and I think we stick towards the 10-15 minutes we're looking at. Thanks everyone. Don't forget, if you must invest or trade the markets, make sure you're investing and trading smartly. And Friday this week, we'll begin the boot camp. The boot camp total beginners, those who are total beginners. So don't forget to invite your friends, invite your family, tell them to be part of the boot camp. This boot camp is designed exactly for them. They want to understand what blockchain is in the most simple form, legit crypto and Web3 career paths they could begin in, and start as Nigerians, step by step guides on opening and funding and securing their exchange and also their wallet. They understand market cycle and how money is really made, in the market. We also look at how Nigerians get scams, how to avoid it, and also create a live group coaching to help you begin your crypto and Web3 journey. And if this is something that interests you or somebody, your friend, your family, except your enemies, invite them and tell them to be part of this. Thanks, everyone. I'm going to see you next week, same time for another segment of Market Watch.